The Tampa Bay Rowdies return home from a midweek trip to the ATL in a 3-0 victory over Atlanta United 2. Tonight, the Rowdies take on Hartford Athletic right here at Al Lang Stadium. It is a soccer night in St. Pete. The Tampa Bay Rowdies taking on Hartford Athletic, second home match in as many weeks. Good evening and welcome to St. Pete, everybody. I'm Jeff Radcliffe, joined by Ryan Davis. And look, this is a Rowdies team, Ryan, that has gotten off on the season 7 points from 3 games, off on the front foot, but they've done that in each game as well.
The emphasis in the offseason was in the attacking third of the field. They would press high, create havoc, and score goals. They've done that 2 out of the last 3 games. It earned them 6 points out of the 7. So yes, the plan is working.
Hartford comes in 0-1. They opened the season last week, a 2-1 loss at Pittsburgh. A good young roster from this team, but it's Danny Barrera, the guy that's been there since 2019, who really stirs the drink for them.
The quintessential number 10, and we don't have many of those in the league, so when we do, we like to emphasize Danny Barrera, 12 assists last season to go with about 6 goals to go along with it. He is the guy, the playmaker for them. They run everything through him. He is the leader of this team.
For the Rowdies, he's second all-time in club history in goals scored, but this year, Sebastian Guenzati is the table setter, getting the assist.
Seba Guenzati led this team with assists and goals last season, so yes, the Rowdies depend heavily on him in the last third. But those 2 assists that he pulled off this season were just delicious and have created clear-cut chances that put Rowdies on the stage.
It is home game number 2 of the 2022 USL Championship season for the Tampa Bay Rowdies. Looking on for a big one from Coach Collins. Kickoff right after this.
Amortized 5-year debt schedule requisition.
Come a little closer, mon petit chou. Feel that fascination if you're there. I think that I like you. I think that I like you. I think that I like you.
I've been working for Baycare for 13 years.
Going on 20 years?
12 years.
15 years.
20 years.
5 years.
6 years.
15 years.
28 years.
It's not just an ID badge, it's a badge of honor. Do you have what it takes to wear it? Find out at baycarecareers.org and see why Baycare is the only top-performing large health system in America that's also a best place to work.
I've been in Baycare for 5 years and my experience is great. I love it.
Baycare, humanity at work.
¿Puede un seguro médico ayudar a curar la soledad? ¿Puede cuidar a tu mejor amigo también? ¿O tomarte de la mano por 9 meses? ¿Puede estar disponible para ti a las 3 a.m.? ¿Puede estar contigo en cada paso? Nosotros sí lo creemos. ¿Qué más puede hacer un seguro médico para ti? Averígualo.
50 years of automotive excellence doesn't just happen. It's built on a commitment to that excellence, and we wouldn't change a thing. I'm excited to announce Reeves Import Motor Cars is now part of the Morgan Auto Group family, giving you an unparalleled buying and service experience that's uniquely Morgan, like the Experience More guarantee at no additional cost. But it's more than selling you a vehicle. It's the experience, the lifestyle. Introducing the all-new Morgan Import Motor Cars. Experience the lifestyle today. When you make it Morgan, we make it happen.
Al Lang rocking. It's the Rowdies taking on Hartford Athletic. Teams doing the international walkout as we speak. Let's take a look at the starting 11s for each side. Brought to you by Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. First for Hartford Athletic, Ryan.
Yeah, we have Barrera pulling the strings at number 10. What about Joe Johnson at number 30? He just came in a week ago, played 18 minutes last week, and is back in the lineup again this week. He's going to provide some serious defensive comfort for the Athletic.
Yeah, just one change for Coach Harry Watling, and that is Christian Gomez. For the Rowdies, the familiar and usual suspects.
But sometimes Coach Collins wants to play with a number 10, sometimes he doesn't. When Zati and LeCava doing the business, they're going to patrol on either side. And what about Dos Santos, the target man up top? Got that goal last week against Atlanta. He is red hot. This Rowdies team is going to press and press often. It should be fun to watch.
Hilton and Etu will man the midfield for Tampa Bay on this beautiful night for the beautiful game in St. Pete. Let's talk about the keys for this one here, Ryan. Is the Rowdies unbeaten? How do they stay that way tonight?
Well, we talked about their ability to press high and to create havoc. And so the Rowdies tonight are definitely going to push all the way up the third of the field and take Hartford Athletic out of their comfort zone. So we can expect more of that tonight.
Our injury report coming your way now. Couple to speak of from St. Anthony's Hospital. Castellanos still dealing with the broken foot. None for Hartford. Of course, they've only played the one game. Rowdies in the familiar green and gold hoops will attack right to left as we call the action for you here on ESPN Plus. So glad to have you along wherever you happen to be. Hartford in the blue and white strips, and we are underway. It is game on in St. Petersburg. And immediately over the end line to start. And the Rowdies will begin with a goal kick from the keeper, C.J. Cochran.
Oh, they look for the speedy Andre Lewis out on that left-hand side. Talk about offensive reinforcements we talked about before with the Rowdies. The Hartford Athletic have brought in numerous players who can both run at players and also create chances for other players. So tonight should be full of offense for both sides.
Drilled away by the first-year keeper here for the Rowdies out of Alpharetta, Georgia, Cochran. Replacing the capable Evan Lauro. A couple of clean sheets to speak of already, too, but the back line in front has been great. Antley and Guillen and Scarlett on either side. Fernandez along that left side.
You know,
and Guenzati there with him.
Tonight, the Hartford Athletic had to change their formation just to suit this Rowdies lineup. Usually Hartford goes with that 4-1-4-1 formation. Rowdies with their familiar either 3-4-1-2 or 3-4-2-1. And just because they use that natural width, I believe Hartford is trying to combat that by going to 3 at the back and spreading out that 4 across the midfield, just to line up with the Rowdies tonight.
Terry Watling looking to match up those numbers in the midfield. Rowdies will try the right side now and play it down the line. And we'll look to recycle things and initiate the switch.
If you look at the Rowdies, they try to get their wide midfielders or wing backs a touch of the ball every time between Dalgard and Leo Fernandez. So they go outside and back in, and that creates room for players like Hilton, LeCava, Etu, and Dos Santos.
Scarlett with a long ball, and under it now for the first time, Austin Pack, who is a Florida native out of Jacksonville, back in his home state tonight. Looking to get a victory. The last time Hartford here in the stadium, they got the victory, 1-0.
Correct. Hartford came in here, and Al Lang is a palace in the USL. To get a win here on the road, it shows you have some intestinal fortitude, because you have a lot of barriers to overcome to win a game here.
Yeah, they had 3 blocks in stoppage time to keep the goal out of the net. Neil Collins knows this team has a lot of pieces that also were returning from a year ago. And in the attacking third once more, leaving it central to Gomez. He's the one change in the lineup in for Peter Lee Vassell. Here's the keys to the match.
Well, for the Rowdies, stop this service. We talked about Danny Barrera. If he starts getting a hold of the ball just past the center circle, it can create some serious problems for Etu, Hilton, and that back 3. So you have to press high and stop the service, just like you saw there from Lewis Hilton. Now, Hartford on the other end. When that press comes, you will then have to find the soft spots right in front of that back three, in between Lewis Hilton, Etu, and then, like I said, Aaron Guillen and Scarlett and company. So Barrera, Lewis, and company will have to look out for those soft spots when the press comes.
Portion of the match brought to you by Bellevue University. 4 minutes gone here in this second home match of the season. And on the back foot here a bit, the Rowdies. That one served into the penalty spot and knocked out of play off of Hartford. It will be in behind for a goal kick.
I tell you what, that ball by Conor McGlynn right on Budadi's out on this right-hand side was just a gem of a pass. Perfect weight, and it got behind the defense, which allowed the cross to come in.
Let's not forget Tampa Bay played midweek. One thing you've got to concern yourself with is the recovery, right, from a midweek game when your opponent comes down here off of a full week's rest.
Absolutely, and that's why I think we're seeing Junior Etu tonight to get into that midfield, to bring that energy to go along with Lewis Hilton.
Needs to be the motor. Hartford continuing to possess here in the early going.
I think that's a great idea by Hartford. You know, the Rowdies usually like to get on the ball and control the game, especially in Alang. For Hartford to come and take the Rowdies out of their comfort zone, I think that would be a great game plan tonight if they can pull it off.
Joel Johnson, one of those wing-back types on that left side, the Spaniard, now 29 years old. He was in Charlotte the last couple of seasons. And there's the headman, Harry Watling, now in his second season. The 32-year-old native of London is going to be picked up by Cochran just in case.
Watling was part of Chelsea in England. Has some serious pedigree under his belt.
Millwall, West Ham. Big block there. On the near side, it's Lewis, who can be a crafty player. Nice give off right outside the D. The shot is on the way, and it's in the back of the net. Oh my! And Hartford has struck first.
One of the goals of the week that you will see on ESPN. Da-da-dun, da-da-dun. What a strike by Johnson, laid off by Sadie for his second assist. But look at this strike. Opens up his chest and buries it in the far post. No chance for Cochran. Whips it like a free kick. 1-0 Hartford. What a strike to take the lead.
Johnson's first goal of the season. Had 3 a year ago. And the proven vet. And for the first time this season, Tampa Bay trailing in a match.
Interesting point, Jeff. I mean, eventually you had to trail in the season. Let's see how the Rowdies can respond. We talked about their strategy in going forward and trying to get that first goal. Now you have to go uphill and find the equalizer.
Chasing the game here in the 7th minute. A 2. The Scarlett, who's had a goal called back in the last 2 matches.
Yeah. And for a centre back, that's like
I
really
know,
heartbreaking.
you don't get many chances, right?
Exactly.
Here's that 2. He's midfielder. And Zadi comes back for it.
Now, this is the area of the pitch that somebody has to get on the ball and demand it. Usually it's Lewis Hilton, who's right in the center circle. Speaking about Jordan Scarlett.
Just not quite on the same page yet.
Correct. Now, the man from Montego Bay, usually one of the premier players of this league and this team so far. You know, just getting, seeing Connor Antley locking horns with Obregon. Connor Antley is on the ball right now. Such big shoes to fill with Forrest Lasso leaving. And Antley played right wing back for the Rowdies for 2 seasons. And now going into a very, very sensitive spot, which is the middle centre back in a back 3, which is almost like a goalkeeper-like position.
Turned over center of the park, immediately going on to the attack again. Hartford Athletic. Dropping it is McGlynn. Jamada or Jadama. Switch the consonants there.
Forgiven.
The line, it will go off of Tampa Bay and a throw in to Hartford. Our referee tonight, Elvis Osmanovic. He's assisted by Fritz Barbarese, Sean Michael Kemp, and the 4th official on that far touchline, as we view it, is Jamie Crosby.
I think Elvis is in the wrong building. I mean, you mentioned before Las Vegas Lights having Elvis night tonight.
That's right, yep, Las Vegas, you get in free tonight if you dress up as Elvis.
Somehow the USL officiating crew did not see the humor in it.
So they sent him out there, right? And we'll come back to the Rowdies on that decision from Osmanovic. Celebrating its 75th anniversary, Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. Choose what you play with it. www.selectsportamerica.com. Select League's Choice, Player's Choice.
So we see this Hartford team very compact, and they're going to try to stifle the outsides. As soon as Leo Fernandez and Dalga try to show for the ball, they're going to crowd them right here, because that's where the Rowdies like to create. They go out wide and then come back in. It looks like Hartford is not going to give them any sort of width at all and knock them right out of their comfort zone.
Try the far side. Scarlett with a little space to operate. Instead comes back to Antley as they survey things in front. Now, there's a thing called film study. There's tendencies that you build when you've played more matches than your opponent. 4th match of the season tonight for Tampa Bay, just the 2nd for Hartford. Little more film.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh, crunching challenge there. Play on, says Elvis Osmanovic, and the Rowdies will pick up the pace going to the far side. Not been able to ask many questions here in this first 12 minutes.
So far, very patient by Hartford. They're sitting right behind that half line.
Juan Obregon just lurking to pounce on any mistake. Another ball sent in, back heel, and best buildup of the night thus far for Tampa Bay, but Austin Pack has it.
Well, with Steven Dos Santos in the lineup, that wasn't Dos Santos on the edge, on the end of that cross. It was Guenzati. But with Dos Santos there, the wing players like Dalgard and Fernandez will be more inclined to whip that ball in tonight.
Well, the passing lane's getting clogged quickly.
Great recovery by Hartford.
Quite connect more than a pass right now.
You know, speaking about great coaches, Coach Collins winning Coach of the Year last year, I want to just talk about another great coach in New England Patriots.
Bill Belichick.
Bill Belichick. He always takes away your biggest tool. And with the outside play of Leo Fernandez and Dalgard, they're trying to take that away from the Rowdies and have Etu, Lewis Hilton, try to create from the middle, which takes them out of their comfort zone.
Sure. Then the chess pieces move across the board and you adjust.
Correct, yep.
See what they can offer. Here's Dalgard now. Edge of the 18. Takes a bit of a deflection, falls to the near side. Here's Guenzati. Oh, what a service in. Contact at the 6 and smothered and covered by Pack.
Well, there's the target man, Steven Dos Santos, the man from Cape Verde. Good ball in, and with that sort of presence, Bodies go flying, and the number 10 ends up standing. Gwenzati just laying it off for the overlapping Guillen.
Oh.
And a good recovery by Jadama just to get a body on Dos Santos. Good cross, good defending.
Dos Santos at 32 years old, getting a little long in the tooth, but still at 6'4", long and lean, and a danger inside that 6-yard box.
And when teams try to press the Rowdies, he brings that presence of holding the ball up. They can go over the top direct to him. He can hold things up and then start things off from there. So he really brings different facets of his game to the last third of the field for the Rowdies.
Ball into the air. This has been a bit more proactive here the last couple of minutes for Tampa Bay to chase this 1-0 game. Falls to Fernandez momentarily, and now looking to counter. Hartford on the move. Antley measures it. Nice pull down. Really given away, but thankfully right to Guillen for the Rowdies. Dalgard. Service all the way across the field. Fernandez, for the Brazilian, that one given away.
That was a great steal in the end by Hartford Athletic, allowing the Rowdies to have that ball outside. But as soon as it comes back in, blue and white shirts are everywhere in the passing lanes to pick it up. And right now, they are 10 out of 10 defensively, Hartford Athletic, to go along with Johnson's incredible strike.
Trouble nobody. Tampa Bay has Florida's most ways to play. Claim your next adventure at visitTampaBay.com. Chamber of Commerce type evening here in St. Petersburg tonight. A little bit of a cool breeze coming off the bay.
Oh, it's beautiful spring.
Now a cool breeze running up that left side. Gwenzati, corner of the area, steps over to the right, now to the left. Centers across. It's Jadama to make the intervention.
Well, we talked about players having to create some sort of play for the Rowdies, and Seba Gwenzati, who already has two assists this season, whips one right across the box. No end result, though.
Switched. Hilton, no, Tate changes his mind. So on this left side, they like. At 2, fouled, free kick. And a dangerous spot up coming here for Tampa Bay on the set piece.
Well, the perfect example of the outside-inside game that they always try to create, and they created a space for Etu to run through. You can see Hartford tried to recover right here, but Etu was gone already, and Gomez got caught with the hand in the cookie jar.
Hilton and Fernandez standing over the ball. Austin Pack directing traffic right at the edge of the 18.
Now, every offseason, the Rowdies try to improve an area in the game. In 2020, it was this man, Lewis Hilton, on set pieces.
Hilton with the right foot will let it go. Curls to the back post. Brave coming out of there was Pack.
That was
a vital win there from Etu.
Always that teasing ball directed towards the goalkeeper. Any sort of deflection is a goal. The great and brave goalkeeping by Pack.
A lot of English on it. Bring it back the other way.
Well, if you don't engage as a center forward, you're not going to get picked in modern day football. And Steven Dos Santos is making sure he's engaging. That was Budari getting the worst of that.
Budari felt the footsteps. Budari, the Belgian, on his second season. Just one player remains on this Hartford roster from their inaugural campaign in 2019. That's what we talked about on the open, Danny Barrera. He's the oldest player on the team as well. Oh, they just lost the handle. And now into some open space. LaCava centers. was Pack. Got there just in the nick of time. Well, he goes from 0 to 60 in about 3 seconds.
Yeah, great counter-attack it was. I thought this touch right here, he could take one more touch closer to the inside. That last touch took him away from the goal and allowed Pack to get the angle to make the save. But again, LaCava just so dangerous and can cover ground quickly.
Been better possession again here the last 10 minutes or so here from Tampa Bay as they chase a 1-0 scoreline. The goal from Johnson in the 6th minute, the difference right now. I say goals you give in the first few minutes of a half are usually given, not earned. Sent back. Good job there by Fernandez to get the ball away.
I mean, that first goal by Johnson, I can't wait to see it again. It was so nice.
That's one of those, you tip your cap.
Absolutely.
On something like that.
You take the ball and put it back in the center circle and carry on.
Let's go. See if we can answer it.
Yep.
Again. Going for it with Scarlett. Instead, he went the other way. Running out of real estate on that far side. Nothing for Dalgard to do about that.
Well, you want the guys, if Hartford wants the players in the middle to create, it's going to create that ball over the top. As they come tight onto Dalgard and Leo Fernandez, that means the room will be there behind. And Lewis Hilton is trying to exploit that.
Pack. His first season getting out of Charlotte from the last couple of years, replacing Jeff Caldwell, who's now at Colorado Springs.
What a keeper Jeff Caldwell was.
Had 108 saves last year. And again on the front foot. A vital challenge there from the Rowdies. It was Antley to the rescue.
First bit of daylight for Danny Barrera, and it wasn't much. Clearly the Rowdies know the number 10 cannot have much time on the ball.
Out of their own end here. Gonzatti crossing halfway with that 2. Watch out, Mr. Ref. Springing it wide, settling under is Dalgard. Another long switch of play. Fernandez with the left foot puts it right at the 6 and be put out for a corner kick.
Did I say the Rowdies like to use width in attack?
I believe so.
Every opportunity, one of the wide players are going to touch the ball, and Leo Fernandez again, this time trying to cross the ball on the ground. But Lewis Hilton has that ability to pick that pass out at in every instance.
Hilton with the right foot. Corner of the match here for Tampa Bay. 23rd minute, down a 0-0. Fernandez short if he wants to take the option and change the point of attack. In swinger. Far stick. Comes near side, tracked down once more by Fernandez. He'll have the throw.
Well, Johnson got the goal, but he also made a fantastic defensive header there. Just getting right into the space. Good delivery by Lewis. But excellent tracking by Johnson to head that one out.
So a run. Back with it is Johnson. Playing those 3-person back lines. Those wide players have to cover lots of ground.
Oh, yeah.
Fitness comes into play. Dalgard has options. Corner of the area. Cuts to his right foot. Missed tackle. Going to fall to Fernandez with his left foot. Bounds it through. Collision at the 6. And Osmanovic will stop it here. Check on the players involved. It's Pack slow to get up.
Well, that was a real collision. Here it is, Leo Fernandez not trying to kick it over, but gets right over it. And in comes Saber Guenzati. And Pac and Guenzati both go down.
Not for the faint of heart in that little area. Austin. Trainers doing their due diligence. Anytime there's a head injury suspected, going through the protocol. Well, the USL Championship on ESPN moves into April. San Diego Loyal SC welcomes El Paso Locomotive FC for an early season showdown. That's Sunday, April 3rd, 5 o'clock Eastern on ESPN Deportes. See San Diego come here in about a month. See these Western Conference teams come all the way east.
You know, that's going to put some good miles on your credit card.
It is.
That's a long trip.
Should you have one? Yes.
Yes.
That be first class, you know, you get those first class points.
That's right. Only you know, Jeff. I wouldn't know. I have no idea what that means.
Mr. Red Eye.
Uh-oh.
That one gets loose. On the build-up, far side coming out and missing the target. Offside flag was up anyway. As Prince Sadie was hoping to have his say.
For the Rowdies, their DNA now is to press high, and with that comes room at the back. If we could get a replay, I think Jordan Scarlett had a collision with Connor Antley. And Danny Barrero is off to the races. But Prince Sadie got too enticed, got too anxious, and ran ahead of the ball. And ended up in an offside position, a huge let-off for the Rowdies. And Sadie has to be kicking the rocks all the way back to the half line.
Sadie with Phoenix a year ago, the Liberian international, had the assist last week on the one goal that Obregon had.
And then the assist tonight to Johnson. Wasn't much of an assist, but assist nonetheless.
I think you give Johnson all the credit on that sucker, huh?
Absolutely.
That's right. Yep, Sadie didn't have the assist officially, so 2 on the season. Collision center of the park. We'll stay with Tampa Bay.
The game has really opened up after Hartford got that fantastic opening goal. It really kind of shut down for like 8 to 10 minutes. Yep. Credit to Hartford, who defended their lead and made sure they didn't give up one quickly. And now the space is opening up. Players can't get across to the sidelines as quickly as they were. And now more room for everybody in the field to play.
Hilton. Long diagonal ball, left side. Fernandez, one-on-one with Budati. Budati gets the better of him that time.
Cannot overstate 1v1 defending in any league. Budati was going up against one of the toughest dribblers in the league. An excellent 1v1 display of defending.
Belgian, drafted in the 2020 draft by LAFC, never signed, out of Creighton. Those NCAA powerhouse teams in the Big East. Budati speaks 5 languages. He's what you call a polyglot. Right?
5 languages? I barely speak one. I'm like half of one.
That's right. I think one's a requirement for our job, and that's about it. He'll be the first corner of the match now for Hartford. Team with a 1-goal advantage. Coming up on the half-hour mark here in St. Petersburg. This will be Andre Lewis, the Jamaican. Scudded all the way across. Out of play. 1 and done that time. And a bit of a sarcastic cheer from Ralph's mob. Supporters providing that soundtrack to soccer.
Now, looks like Hartford are going to press a little bit right here to see if they can create something. And if it doesn't work, they all go behind the half now.
Dalgard. Nothing doing. You talked about in the open squad depth. So important when you have these matches. You got the Open Cup coming up on the 5th. You got at Oakland next week for Tampa Bay, and then they play the Villages in the U.S. Open Cup. You're going to get used to those 2 games a week here for a bit.
And I think that's perfect for the Rowdies with this squad. They've invested a lot in players, not just on the 11, but players throughout the entire squad.
Launching tackle on the far side, and Osmanovic will have something to say about that.
Oof.
The Rowdies ball is LaCava on the receiving end. Coming at halftime, a feature on the new addition to this Rowdies roster, Jake LaCava, on loan. In case you haven't met him yet. And a corner kick for the Rowdies now. Hilton. Foul in the box.
Well, Elvis is officially in the building. And he's making sure.
Has been for 30 minutes.
And
yes.
he's making sure that there's no off the ball business. Good delivery by Lewis Hilton. Crowded box. And yep, too much physicality off of the ball.
Final quarter hour of this first half now. Well, at Boat, we make the best gear for you to enjoy life on the water. From paddle boards to floating docks, we're committed to pushing the boundaries of innovation, style, and design to help you stand apart. Stop by our St. Pete store to get the Boat experience. And right now it's the Rowdies paddling upstream, chasing a 1-0 game. Fernandez. Oh, nifty ball in behind. Just a bit of a heavy touch from Dos Santos, and they'll want another chance at that one.
Yeah, well, Dos Santos did not start the first game. He did start the second, and you can see that heavy touch. He has not got into mid-season form as yet. He looks like someone's still working out the kinks in this early part of the season.
He did have a goal this week against Atlanta in the 67th minute. Juba in his second season here in Tampa Bay. Hilton starts it off.
Well, Lewis Hilton is trying to spring Jake LaCava on that right-hand side. He's one of those players that can work in tight spaces, LaCava. So they will try to get him the ball to try to create something.
Pressure comes. Dos Santos again fighting it off. We're watching Rowdy Soccer here on ESPN Plus. I'm Jeff Radcliffe along with Ryan Davis and our entire crew. So glad you're here to join us wherever you happen to be. But it's a good time to be here. It is a beautiful night.
What's it? You think it's 60 degrees?
Something. Yeah, maybe in the low 60s.
Little breeze off the ocean. It's fantastic. Springtime in St. Pete.
The windows open kind of night.
Oh yeah.
Pick up from Cochran and little contact. Scarlett.
Yep, Elvis, the referee's talking to him right now, talking to Prince, but yep. I have to say, good aggressive play. And now the favor is returned to Pac.
Dos Santos is told to get up. If you're Pac, look, I'm a goalkeeper. I take enough punishment. I don't need it outside the 6.
Well, it just shows the intensity of this game. I mean, say Prince did not hold back when that ball came into Cochran. And you can see Steven Dos Santos doing the exact same thing, letting down the handbrake, Jeff, and just letting it fly.
Chasing the square ball down. And now the chase. Budati got there first. There's a lot of pace out there. Does the Belgian?
I mean, great read on that ball. They would have caught so many right backs in this league. Budari read it and recovered so quickly.
Since the first goal, you could say Hartford hasn't been quite as proactive. They've been more of a, let's try to get them on the counter. They'll do that on the road, I'm sure, in this league.
Yeah, absolutely. Against this team, I mean, this is the reigning USL League champs from last year.
Last time they were here, they got out with 3.
Exactly. So you do what you can to get your 3 points, and if Johnson is going to give you a lead like that, you take it.
Those nights where you just manage the game. You're Harry Watling. Right at halfway.
You know, Watling, you talk about managing the game and so on, he was coaching under Jose Mourinho and Carlo Ancelotti in separate times in Chelsea. Talk about being exposed to
yes, to greatness.
Some football royalty, yeah.
Coach those academies. Someone to come stateside. And his wife, Ciara, a national teamer for Northern Ireland.
Rowdies at 63% possession right now. Really trying to force Hartford back.
Oof. Nothing doing there.
So far, Hartford, just defensive discipline right now.
Budadi. It's 10 minutes from halftime now. Put into back to Budadi. Brewitt. Chadama. And you've got McGlynn dropping in between the 2 center backs when necessary. And running onto the open ball. Obregon. Now left, this is Lewis. Gets it away, deflected out. And a corner kick coming for Hartford here in the 37th minute.
Well, it's that man Sadie again. Just turns on Jordan Scarlett. Somehow it got through him. And then just released the ball to Lewis. There's that turn, finding Lewis, and Lewis just sort of just tries to drill it across the box.
And the P's and Q's here. High arcing back post. Initially dealt with by Guillen. And the decision will go the Rowdies' way. At 2. That way. Trying to pick the pockets here. And they find Dalgard unmarked on the far side. Just shy of the halfway line. Again, that high line that you talk about, Ryan. Stays in. Obregon crosses halfway himself. Now the switch.
You know, it may be early days in this season, but you can see these players are experienced in this league for Hartford. They're picking their spots on when to counterattack.
Budadi at the bad end of that one, slow to get up. Guillen got him. I'll make that Fernandez.
They're being disciplined defensively, and then they're picking their spots on when to counterattack. Just being very aware of what the game needs right now. Full credit to Hartford and what they've done so far in the opening 38 minutes. Oof.
Be careful now. Open goal, and it's tied at 1. It's better to be lucky than good. But you make your own luck. LaCava's got it.
Well, Jake LaCava's 3rd goal of the season. And it comes from high press. The Rowdies' DNA this season. They pressure Hartford wide. Jadama goes back in, puts Pack in an awkward position, and there's LaCava. Hard work does pay off. Pack, heavy touch, and McGlynn right against the shins of LaCava. And all of a sudden, the Rowdies are back in the game at 1.
LaCava's third goal of the season. Pressure leads to a goal. And we're on level terms, about 5 minutes from halftime. Credit that in the 39th. Pressure in nature does a lot, right? It creates diamonds.
Absolutely.
And that was a gem for the Tampa Bay Rowdies. You'll take it.
At no level of any sport do players like pressure, even on the highest levels of sport. And you can see Jadama, Pack, they all sort of flummoxed. And then McGlynn right against the shin guards of LaCava. And just like that, 1-1. There are different ways to get goals. The beauties like Johnson's, and then the uglies like LaCava's.
They all count the same.
Correct.
Gonzatti, I don't kind of like that decision. It'll be Hartford ball. 1-1 score line as we look again.
There's that press coming again, Gonzatti.
A little toe drag.
Easy call for the referee. And that was on Tom Brewitt, the number 5 for Hartford, the man from Liverpool. I can definitely relate to that, Jeff.
You don't have to hide your colors. Crowd back in it.
So we had a pitch invader last week against Indy 11, and now we have a wave going around Al Lang Stadium. The myth continues.
The mystique.
That's right.
Atley's got to be good with that one. And it turned over. Stuttering, waiting for things to develop is Lewis. To Obregon. Sadie.
I tell you what, I am really enjoying watching Prince Sadie play football.
Comes the near line. Goal kick.
He is so good in tight spaces, and he has great vision to create for other players. Got the assist last week, got the assist today, and number 7 for Hartford. Just seems so calm and collected on the ball.
You go. Kind of a trip to the hair cuttery. The beauty salon. I like it. Kermit was wrong when he said it's not easy being green. He's never been here.
He would fit right in, actually. In the Rowdies town.
No.
Here comes that press again. Let's see how Pack handles it. Wow, what a pass by Pack to Johnson. That was fantastic. I would say he handled the press well.
Driven to the D. Atley made the intervention. He's looking to break out, but can't keep it.
But you saw the example of Dos Santos holding the ball up for LaCava. Has that ability.
Johnson couldn't quite get there. Short time here. Hearing About 1 minute of stoppage will be tacked on in the end. Plenty of time for a chance. Fernandez back to Guillen.
I have to say, that looked like fatigue on the part of Leo Fernandez in that 1v1.
Sends that all the way across. Nothing comes of it. Goal kick.
Well, nothing wrong. Jordan Scarlett trying to be direct, trying to force things with Dos Santos in the box, and Guenzati was trying to whip that ball to the last post, but Guenzati had already cut in.
Fourth official Jamie Crosby readying the placard for stoppage time. 30 seconds till we arrive there. Halftime we'll have highlights, stats, and a chance to meet Jake LaCava, the leading scorer on this Rowdies team after the goal moments ago. Oh, making no mistake in sending that one out of the stadium was Austin Pack. And there it is, it's official, 1 minute.
Chadama just got laid into by his goalkeeper.
Friendly fire.
Yeah.
There'll be a little more time now with his injury.
Yeah, Pack obviously had to be aggressive towards the ball. Got to it first, but Chadama was right there in his follow-through.
Voodoo from the Gambia, Atlanta born.
Saw him play for Atlanta United two years ago, and what a specimen.
He's had some days that he played MLS in Portland for a little bit too.
Yep.
Considered one of the top cornerbacks in USL, and he'll have to go off to be checked for a second anyway. He was at Tulsa last year. Nia Collins has to like the fight his team shown in getting back after conceding the goal in the 6th minute. He played the 1 minute minimum. There'll probably be at least one more after the injury. Guillen. Every pass is contested. Near side, Sebastian Dalgard. Another service into the area. Be proactive here, the whistle may come. Whistle to mouth.
Blocked by Budari again, just right in the hip pocket of Guenzati. Just a fantastic game so far tonight by the Belgian. Number 3 for Hartford Athletic.
Whistle for the foul. Short time now. Played 2 minutes. Fernandez. Guillen will do something with it. Just outside the area. Trying to combine, turned over. And that will do it for the first half. A goal from Johnson in the 6th, LaCava in the 39th, and we're at 1-1. Tampa Bay and Hartford, second home match of the season for the Rowdies. Highlights, stats, and we meet Jake LaCava coming up next.
50 years of automotive excellence doesn't just happen. It's built on a commitment to that excellence, and we wouldn't change a thing. I'm excited to announce Reeves Import Motor Cars is now part of the Morgan Auto Group family, giving you an unparalleled buying and service experience that's uniquely Morgan, like the Experience More guarantee at no additional cost. But it's more than selling you a vehicle. It's the experience, the lifestyle. Introducing the all-new Morgan Import Motor Cars. Experience the lifestyle today. When you make it Morgan, we make it happen.
New Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda. Loud flavor.
The mayor must see this.
Hey, wait!
Flavor, 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 flavor.
Mayor.
We bring flavor.
Flavor. Whoa.
Citizens, I declare Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda the loudest flavors ever.
I help weight loss patients make lifestyle changes.
I give patients the tools they need to overcome obesity.
I help patients live longer.
I educate patients on the entire weight loss process.
I promote healthy habits with a healthy dose of compassion.
It's not just an ID badge, it's a badge of honor. Every day, our bariatric teams achieve the results to wear it. Take the first steps toward permanent weight loss at baycarebariatrics.org.
I get up every morning with an opportunity to change someone's life. How cool is that?
Baycare, humanity at work.
Bay 1, Hartford Athletic 1. We welcome you into the Visit Tampa Bay halftime show. Jake LaCava, his third goal of the season, the loanee from the New York Red Bulls. And we'll meet Mr. LaCava now officially, a guy who is lighting it up for Tampa Bay.
I'm Jake LaCava. I'm from New Milford, Connecticut, and I played for New York Red Bulls 2 last year. Playing against you guys and watching you guys compete, it's a very high intensity, very good club, hard to play against, and you know, the style of play is something that I took to and took a liking to. You know, they press and they control the game and they like to move the ball. It's been a great group of guys, getting to know everybody and the way that they play. Coming from, you know, a high intensity, you know, kind of level in New York to here, you know, I think I fit in kind of well. My strengths kind of fit the style of play really well. On the field, I'm gelling and meshing with the guys quite nicely. So, you know, I think I just add, you know, a little bit of quality, you know, on the ball, you know, driving forward and you know, making bursting runs, and you know, anytime I'm in a 1v1 situation. The area's been awesome so far. You know, I've been to the beaches a couple times, you know, kind of just getting a feel for the area. You know, the food's been great. So, you know, in my downtime, I like to, you know, go out for walks and just, you know, kind of drive around and check out the area. And, you know, I'm looking forward to being a Rowdy.
All right, the New Milford, Connecticut native lighting it up, 3 goals already and hoping for a lot more as the Rowdies 1-1 here at the half. We'll have highlights, stats, and a whole lot more coming your way next on the Visit Tampa Bay Halftime Report.
I'm on that routine. I'm on that routine.
Goes top of I mean, yeah, that's how
Stop
we
it.
go today we're gonna go
Yo,
toppers.
roll it down.
I am.
You don't need a car to listen to Sirius XM. You can listen anywhere. You know that, right?
What?
Kevin Hart's
What?
last on radio.
Kevin, you could use your phone.
What? What?
Alexa, play Kevin Hart's Laugh Out Loud Radio on Sirius XM.
What? This is how I know you're getting old. I guess that was it.
What? That's it! San Diego Demons!
What's the money? And for a bog! Crashing in! There it is! First of the year for San Diego!
And it's into the back of the net! El Paso!
Far corner and it's in! What a goal! Are you watching Football Americas?
Boy, big USL news. Super League announcing they're going to compete from August through June to try to align themselves with that women's international calendar. Put everybody in favorable weather, have a mid-season break and a summer break to go. And demonstrates commitment to drive, increases value for the fans, player clubs and partners, and presents opportunities for preseason friendlies. So let's mix it up for the Super League. Now, other news. In League One, a brand new team starting in 2023, Lexington SC. And their brand was unveiled yesterday. And now got your team of the week as well, you see on your screen. For week 2, it's all presented. And Tejada, of course, player on that, scored that lightning-fast goal a week ago for the Tampa Bay Rowdies. Trejo and Owen B, the long-time player in this league for Louisville. That's a look at the Week 2 Team of the Week. And in the East, going into tonight's matchup, Tampa Bay only trailing Louisville, who've gotten 3 wins in 3 games for all 9 points. Pittsburgh, a winner last week as well, tied for 6 with Loudoun. FC Tulsa, Miami FC, Detroit FC. Round out the top 7. Let's look at the bottom half of the East. Indy 11, who Tampa Bay beat here last week, bringing up the rear. In front of them, Atlanta, Hartford, Birmingham, Red Bulls 2, Charleston Battery, and Memphis 901, trying to get into the top half this weekend. Let's take a look. We'll be right back. First half stats and highlights, and our man Ryan Davis on his keys to the second half. That is all next here on ESPN+.
Can health insurance help cure loneliness? Can it take care of your best friend too? Or hold your hand for 9 months? Can it be there for you at 3 a.m.? Or inspire you to go the extra mile? We think so, which is why every day we ask ourselves, what else can health insurance do? Come find out.
New Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda.
Loud flavor. The mayor must see this.
Hey, wait!
Flavor, 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 flavor. Mayor. We bring flavor.
Flavor. Whoa.
Citizens, I declare Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda the loudest flavors ever.
What is fetchable storage? It's the best parts of today's moving and storage options combined. It's your storage unit on a truck that you drive. You save time by only loading it once. You save money, and it's easy and safe. Just fetch your storage container, fill it up, and bring it back. We'll take it from there. Visit redrovers.com now for a free month storage. Red Rovers Fetchable Storage saves you time and money.
Our Visit Tampa Bay halftime show continues now. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from that first half in this 1-1 affair between Tampa Bay and Hartford Athletic. And on the front foot tonight, it was the visitors, as they did a year ago. Just minutes in fact. Tampa Bay with a couple of half chances before, but here we go.
Yeah, crossing from the right-hand side for Budari. And then look what about this goal here from Johnson. Laid back from Prince Sadie, and he just bends it around Cochran. No chance to the keeper. What a strike. It's going to be on ESPN for the entire week. Get ready. Just a peach of a goal. 1-0 Hartford. And they took that scoreline and ran with it until the Rowdies pressed and pressed and pressed, and they finally found an opening, and it came off of Jake LaCava's shins.
Yeah, pressure is a privilege, right?
Correct. So you had the beauty by Johnson, and then the untidy goal by LaCava, but they all count, as you said, Jeff.
Well, Hartford would say that may be lucky, but luck is the residue of design. Let's take a look at the numbers from this first half. Goals even, 1 apiece, 4 shots each, 3 on target for Tampa Bay. They've got the lion's share of the possession. Wells stands out here.
I see the shots on goal. I see 3 shots on target for the Rowdies, just 1 for Hartford. Of course, that great strike by Johnson. I think Hartford have to continue to find their spots, those soft spots when the Rowdies press them. The way LaCava got the goal, there will be soft spots at the back. Continue to press them, get those soft spots, and then try to create some chances and to capitalize on those chances. Now, for the Hartford Athletic, they have players off the bench like Purpura, who's an attacking midfielder. They have Tulu from Togo, he's a defensive reinforcement. And they have Rashawn Daly, a big physical forward who can match up against Connor Antley and may give Hartford that sort of hold-up presence when the Rowdies press. As for the Rowdies, Lucky M. Kusana waiting for his turn to come off the bench, maybe to get that go-ahead goal. Also, Deon Harris, electric on the right-hand side. He can create chances. That's what we look forward for in the second half. A lot to play for the next 45.
Neil Collins has the horses, that is for sure. A lot of attacking options, especially coming off the heels of a midweek game. Gonna manage the minutes. Tejada and Kasana, Greg. Should see Jake Armin at some point. Deon Harris. As these teams get ready to hook up again in the second half. The Rowdies a bit shocked there for the first time this season. They've conceded first, but were able to answer by putting the pressure on. You saw the possession percentage, 59%. And it's a trend that, for them, they hope to continue in this second half. 1-1 our score. Tampa Bay unbeaten through 3 matches, looking to make it 4. Hartford still looking for their first win. And these first 5 minutes, Ryan, of the second half are going to be crucial.
Absolutely. Remember what Hartford did in their first 5 minutes of the first half? Look for that exact same sort of energy and commitment to try and get another goal. Now, just like what the Rowdies shown, though, the Rowdies have played 4 matches. They have a little bit of familiarity, so they came from behind quite elegantly. This Hartford team, remember, it's only their second game of the season. Still not sure how they're going to react for the second 45.
See if there's any changes here at halftime. Do not see that now. We'll be notified if there is. Rowdies will attack the Ralph's Mahab section here in this second half. It is game on once more in St. Pete. Coach Collins always preaches fast starts to each half. Wrestle control this game back for good. Scarlett. Oh, Dalgard. Top of the D. Held up by Guenzati. Oh. Serve to the penalty spot. Off target to the left. And the oohs and ahs. That was close on the deflection.
When the ball is played into the mixer with that sort of pace, things go wrong. Defenders have to get their full side of the foot onto the ball. Any sort of deflection can go anywhere, as McGlynn almost found out.
Quick corner here. Bent to the back stick, trying to get a header back onto it. In front, popped in the air by Pack. And we'll do it again.
Again, the delivery by Lewis Hilton is just spot on. Jordan Scarlett coming to the back post, puts it back across the goal. Guenzati just couldn't get there.
So they try that short corner again. Just changed that angle so much.
But his ability to put the ball into the mixer consistently is something else.
Glenn in that corridor of indecision comes all the way out to the edge of the 18. Numbers are running. Dalgard. That one given away.
Great ball by McGlynn again.
Checking the surroundings, coming back, and not enough for Lewis to be able to handle. Good chance to get out of their own end here, but unable to do so.
You know, looking at the personnel that Hartford has, they look the best when they slowed the game down after they got the goal and held some possession. Now that they've gone to this sort of defensive low block and trying to get counter-attacks, it just doesn't seem to suit their personnel. I mean, Danny Barrera is one of the best players in this league. He doesn't play counter-attack soccer. Prince Sadie, another great ball handler. He wants to get on the ball and play.
Now he's getting on the ball now. Dalgard cuts to his right. Two defenders on. Teeing it up. Scuffed there by Hilton.
Well, everybody in our line would have bet their mortgage that Lewis Hilton was going to strike that one cleanly, but happens to the best of them.
Sometimes the eyes get as big as saucers, and it's not supposed to come that easy. Here's Zetu. Coming away with it, Fernandez. Guenzati laying it back. Fernandez! Took a deflection on its way out. It did not.
Well, the outside-inside play builds up is beautiful, but look at the heavy touch by Fernandez there and takes him out of the play. But again, it creates space for guys on the inside when the ball goes outside.
They were still looking around. I swear I wasn't the last one to touch it.
Yeah, I wasn't so bad.
Again, being proactive here to start the half. And to touch it goes. Back to Hartford.
See, I think this is a great time for Hartford right here, just to slow things down, get everyone a touch on the ball, and they feel the press and they go long. And now the ball goes right back into the Rowdies' possession, which takes Hartford out of their own game.
CJ Cochran will wait till everything is just right. Much better start to a half here this time. Dalgard spin cycle, and that's going to be a goal kick.
Well,
and there's the reaction.
Even though he's in great form, Dalgard can't see him getting past both Johnson and Jadama.
You like the confidence, though?
I do like the confidence. You want bravery in the last third of the field. There it is again. Dalgard just cutting back and tries to trick everyone. Goes back to the byline, but there was Johnson.
You're not going to fool Johnson.
No.
Joel, the veteran.
Joel,
yeah, he played in the league, has one cap with Valencia.
Now that, my friend, is royalty. Valencia, Spain, is played in a Champions League final in 2000. They are definitely one of the big clubs in Spain.
Dalgard calling for it as Lacava. Jake. His left foot, Mr. Energy. got away. Oh, a battle inside the circle there. And I have a booking for the first time tonight, and it's against the Rowdies. It's like Antley. Substitution coming up as well.
Well, Connor Antley, try to remember this. He's the last guy.
Yeah.
So, in a harsh world, could get an immediate red, but I think he had enough support around him. You can see Aaron Guillen coming back into the frame, so the referee saw that and only gave him a yellow. But as the last man, everything has to be very tidy.
And a change for Coach Watling. Perpa is in. Check, that's Tulu. Tulu, defensive-minded player. So Perpa replaces Gomez, so a double switch.
Tulu was a mainstay for this club last season. And speaking about playing for big club teams, played for Sporting Club in Portugal.
So a change to 7 minutes from halftime here. Coach Watling probably saw, hey, we are conceding a lot of the possession here. We need to change that.
Yep, absolutely. He talked about this Hartford team. Their DNA as well is to get on the ball and possess the game. And to continue chasing all night long, you're going to see creeks and crevices opening up.
So Antley officially into that book. Have to be a little more mild-mannered the rest of the way. Be Hartford ball here. So McGlynn and Gomez off. And two defensive-minded players in, and Tulu. No purpose of an attacking piece, so like for like.
Just looking at some of the passes that McGlynn did in that first half, I think that's going to hurt them a little bit, but Tulu is so good defensively, and that's going to provide reinforcements on the left-hand side for Leo Fernandez attacks. So I can understand why Tulu came on. Coach Colin understandably looking at those two picks and then deciding what to do himself. As we can see, the Navy is in full.
Booted by Budati.
So it looks like one of these sailors has gotten a hold of the drum in Ralph's mob. And they're having a better time than all of us. Here he is.
Yellow now showing the way of Hartford.
Looks like it was Budati. We're talking about what a great game he's had so far. Etu goes out wide to Leo Fernandez, and the Samba man doing what the Samba man can.
Yep.
And Budati just throws himself at his foot.
So one team each in the book. His first yellow of the short season. Comes in the 56th minute. front, kind of had a wicked hop on him.
But look at Lewis Hilton, though. Every time showing for that ball in the center circle. He is the orchestrator. And boy, does he want to get on the ball every time. That is that mentality that he has. That's irreplaceable. And he has the ability to hit any pass on the field.
Don't miss a minute of the action in 2022, whether your club is on the road or at home. Catch nearly every second of USL Championship action on ESPN Plus as that one goes into touch. It's all the home for the USL, MLS, La Liga, the Bundesliga, UFC, and more. Sign up today at plus.espn.com. Johnson had the cracker of a goal in the 6th minute to start us off tonight. Played midweek, a 3-0 result at Atlanta United 2. Coming up on that hour mark, you have to expect some reinforcements will come in for some of the tired legs.
Yeah, players like Juan Tejada. You also have Lawrence Wyke, who's another industrious type player. And then also on the right-hand side, Deon Harris, who can definitely open things up. So far, Delgado has not had his best game so far this season.
The pacey Deon Harris.
Oh, yeah. Oh, lovely fake.
Stopped on a dime and gave him 9 cents change. Using the width. Flies to that one. Same with Scarlett. Dos Santos. And draws the foul.
Well, Dos Santos trying his best to hold up that ball. We talk about that tool that he has in his arsenal to hold the play up. Trying to trap the ball with his forehead. Here it is. 1 touch, 2 touches, and in comes Barrera. Not sure which way to call that one.
If you do, you'll be in a higher register.
Yes, yes.
Got 2.
So here comes the Rowdies back to this right-hand side. Look at Hartford shift. And they shift so quickly that the Rowdies now have to stop their rhythm.
Direct to Dos Santos. Johnson. Gets out of jail. Here's Lewis. Here's the back heel. It will stay with Hartford. Hartford a year ago, 12-15-5, 41 points. Did not make the playoffs as they did the year before when we had the COVID group system. They won Group F. Made the conference quarterfinals that year. The second year of a system if you're Harry Watling. You know, it's a process, he said this week. You got to find the balance and the chemistry in the group. Got a bit of an advantage this year because I know a lot of the guys we've got and I know who we could bring in. Here are the Rowdies again, on the move and on the prowl. LaCava couldn't keep it in front.
Well, that was Leo Fernandez bursting on that left-hand side and dropped that ball right on LaCava's chest. Heavy touch by the Red Bulls man.
This portion of the match brought to you by Visit Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay has Florida's most ways to play. Claim your next adventure at visittampabay.com. That's visittampabay.com.
If my eyes do not deceive me, it looks like Juan Tejada and Deon Harris are up on the sideline. So speed is about to check in.
If you're a defender, that's just what you want. You know,
and this part
you've been running for an hour.
Yep.
And continues. Dama. Johnson plays the ball into the channel.
My guess would have been even swap Dalgard for Harris and LaCava for Tejada. If I had to make a guess.
Rowdies have conceded just their first goal here at home.
Now, Jeff, this is what I like from Hartford, right here. Just taking their time, everyone getting a touch of the ball and try to create right there. But it doesn't work out then, but it gives them some time, gives them some possession, takes some pressure off of their defense. And look, they pin the Rowdies into their own half now and can create something.
Johnson. Calm as always. Back to Lewis. Center back playing a little higher with the entrance of Tulu. Purpa here on the near side. As Chidama sends it away. Come all the way to Cochran in his own area.
You know, Purpa coming all the way from Houston Dynamo. Talk about players with getting a chance to play on big stages.
Second season, drafted 34th overall back in 2020 by Houston. Spent a lot of time at RGV. Injured most of last year, so Coach Watling happy to get him back in the fold. Working back in slowly. Said this week, you know, now that I know what the travel, what this league is like, I know the teams, I know what players we needed to bring into matches. It should be an easier time of it this year. This is it's a big country.
Oh yeah.
A stoppage, a little talking to from Osmanovic to Tulu. And here comes some changes for both sides. So you mentioned it's going to be Tejada and Dion Harris. And then Mitchell Curry will come in, I believe, for Sadie. So 3 total change. Dos Santos comes off. As does Dalgard, so he and Harris are like for like change. Really on both of those, right?
Yep, so either Tejada, looks like Seba Guenzati is going to play where Dos Santos was playing. LaCava to the left, Tejada to the right of him. And Dion Harris goes into Dalgard's position.
Sadie comes off with the assist, and now Mitchell Curry, the Englishman, on the other side. And we've got the best seat in the house for the speedster, Dion Harris. He's going to work with Tejada here on this right side.
You know, we talked about the ability for Hartford to close down the sides. What they're going to want is to want to have Dion Harris make the run and play the ball over the top and beat them when they press on the sides.
Harris from Milton, Ontario. Started at Penn State and UConn. Why not play one college soccer powerhouse when you can play it too? Drafted by RSL in 2020. After coming over last year from Real Monarchs in second season here for Tampa Bay.
Look at Hartford come all the way up now. Look at the high press. Let's see if the Rowdies handle it. No, they don't.
Giving away and running into the area. Boy, good job there by Scarlett just to make himself big. get in the way.
Close his space down so quickly. And he had to, was Hartford would have been in on goal.
67th minute and 1-1. It's been that way since the 39th minute. Rakava got a healthy deflection. Harris gets a step. Circle it back and needs to be bailed out a bit.
Great job by Johnson. Again, good 1v1 defending by Hartford.
At 2. Back to Harris. One-on-one with Johnson. Johnson got in the way. And now cleaned up by Perpa.
Again, Johnson wins the battle, but you can see what the plan is for Harris to come on and not give up possession, be brave, take on players, get to the byline and cross it.
Rowdies have 62% of the possession thus far. Six shots to 5, 3 on target for the Rowdies. Just the one for Hartford, but it was a big one. It was the goal.
It was the goal of the week. That's how big it was. Fantastic strike by Johnson.
Get this one right. Scarlett, hey, playing the role of John, Paul, Ringo, and George. Why want to hold your hand?
It's a great song, by the way.
It is. Isn't it a bad Beatles song?
Well, my dad had the best of the Beatles on tape, and I would go to school every morning. My sister and I would hear the Beatles over and over every single morning, 5 days a week, 20 days out in a month. So I can sing every song for you from the Beatles if you want.
Okay. We've got another 20 minutes or so. Go for it. It's the length of an A-side.
I thought it was Elvis night tonight.
That's right. Rowdies on the move, corner of the area. In front. Oh, he stood up was Tulu. Across the way, waiting for it, Guenzati at the 6. You mentioned tape. You just dated yourself and most of our audience. What's a tape? I'll take it further back, an 8-track. I had Abbey Road on 8-track, and you know exactly where all the track changes were.
Lovely.
In the middle of songs.
How authentic. It's so authentic, it's like you're almost like right there in the 60s almost getting done.
Rowdies looking to get on track here, late on. 20 minutes to play, looking for a late winner. Oh, good one touch there, but it was Jadama to read it. Been a good response in this game for Hartford Athletic, no matter what comes of it.
Absolutely.
They can steal a point, they'll take it.
That Jadama, it's just his positioning. He's always on the inside of the player. No chance of beating him. And I think that goes towards coaching. Watling has done a fantastic job of setting the stage. It's only their second game of the season, but they're so defensively disciplined. You know, it's amazing to watch.
If you can't watch the match, turn on SiriusXM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL's All Access Tuesday nights at 7 Eastern. Plus, hear live matches from the USL, MLS, English Premier League, and more, all on SiriusXM FC 157 and the SiriusXM app. If you're on it, listen to Counterattack in the afternoon from Brian Dunseth. Best shows talking about the beautiful game in this country. He and Tony Miola. Oh. Quickly back up as quickly went down to Hilton. To the D. Intervention made by Antley. One way to stop Tejada. Grab around the waist.
Yeah, again, though, Hartford just being very aware of what would happen if he turned into space and just stopped the play right there in its tracks.
The Panamanian. Tejada. If people still know what a phone booth is, you can make a turn inside of one, and nobody can take the ball from it.
Speaking about dating yourself.
Yes. Oi. Johnson takes one. Harris. Wanzati. Bring it back at 2. Get in the corner. At 2 sends it across, high in the air. Off of Tejada. It is not. It's off of the keeper pack, so we got a corner kick. Good work there by the young Panamanian.
Well, the combination of the two left footers, Leo Fernandez coming in onto his right foot, and then the other left footer, A2, taking it down to the byline and crossing it.
In swinger, whipped in, all the way across.
Looks like when Pac landed very awkwardly. Surely the goalkeeper doesn't have cramp.
Well, at Boat, we make the best gear for you to enjoy life on the water. From paddle boards to floating docks, we're committed to pushing the boundaries of innovation, style, and design to help you stand apart. Stop by our St. Pete store to get the Boat experience.
Here's Junior 2 getting his chance today, replacing Lawrence Wyke. Getting a box-to-box midfielder, just an invaluable type of player, full of energy, industry, can break plays up, create chances. And I have to say, Austin Pack has had a great game tonight. May have had the flummox for the goal for the cover, but other than that, he was steady Eddie. And Lewis Hilton
continue to work on it.
Yep.
The longer we go, the more the advantage goes to the team that has the better result thus far. And it's the team from Hartford on the road trying to get a result at one of the top teams in the East.
Yep.
And the reigning Eastern Conference champions.
Well, Coach Watling got all 3 points last year on this field, so he knows what to do to try and get a good result in our land. So far, Hartford have stuck to the script.
Yep.
And done a fantastic job.
Hartford has their home opener next week on the 2nd against Atlanta United 2, the same team that these Rowdies beat 3-0 midweek. Hilton. There's Tejada holding up.
Great
coming
tackle
together.
by Jordana. Great tackle by Jordana.
And a quick coming in late was Guenzati. Putting on the pressure. And back to Hartford. 1-1 our score. Quarter hour left. Still some buttons to push if you're Neil Collins. Tejada. He's drawing a crowd, no doubt. Boy, Harris was going to catch that. He did. Space to operate. Surveys things and it's given away. Lewis. Tejada over the ball, crosses halfway. At 2. The build-up coming. He'll let it fly, but put it about 8 rows deep.
Well, he had every right at 2. They were all backing up, challenging him, and he let it fly, and it ended up in Ralph's mob.
So it looks like Lucky M. Kasana and Lawrence Wyke will make his return after that little knock. Etu just had his last kick of the ball. He's off for Wyke, the man from Bolton.
So Lawrence White, a exact swap for Junior A2. And now Seba Gwenzati is going to go into La Carver's position in that left wing. And Lucky Nkosana is going to go center forward.
Rashawn Daly comes in to spell Obregon, who had a quiet night after getting his goal last week. Leading scorer from a year ago off the team, out of the lineup now. Daly coming over to Hartford from Memphis. But now you've got Tejada and Nkosana. Gwenzati up there.
I'll tell you what though, if I was the Rowdies, I would come down this right-hand side with Dion Harris and Juan Tejada. As much as you want Leo Fernandez on the ball, Harris and Tejada have shown they've been a lot more aggressive, speed, busy, asking more questions. It seems like they're more of a handful, those two, at this moment in time.
Good touch for football now. Needs to be precise. Places the press. It's back to Tulu. Oh, a forearm shiver. Into the corner it goes. And they're over the line.
Well, great recovery by Tulu. He gave it away with a sort of a left-footed splice and hounded Lawrence White all the way down until he won it back. Excellent job by the centre-back for Hartford.
11 minutes and change remain. 1-1 our score. It's been that way since the 39th. Rowdies equalized. Oh, time-wasting yellow now for Austin Pack. Second yellow of the match on Hartford. Tejada. Played to Harris. Harris right at the 6. Job by Jadama. And now you got to watch out for the counter down that left side. Curry escorted and gets away. Curry lays it off. Turn from Barrera, not happening. And White has it. Into the open field. Lawrence White has options, goes to the left. Oh, Tulu had it, get it right, and he did.
You know, Jadama on one side, Tulu on the other. It's been fantastic defending by the centre-backs for Hartford tonight.
Tejada. White. Bit of a deflection, and it will roll and be a corner kick here for Tampa Bay. This will be the 6th corner of the match here for the Rowdies.
6th corner for this man, Lewis Hilton. Boy, can he bend it right into the mixer. You can see Jordan Scarlett, Lucky Nkosana chomping on the bit right now. Here's Scarlett, marked by Jadama.
Bent in, right at the 6, headed out of there by Tulu. White, keep it alive. Ball across, it's a good looking one. Second ball is the one that's dangerous and they can't do much with it. Scramble defending by Hartford as bodies are flying inside the 6.
Well, what a peach of a ball by Dion Harris. He queued it up and delivered a beauty to the last post. Antley back across the goal. And great defensive header by Jadama. And then he followed up by Blewett. The centre backs for Hartford have been spectacular tonight.
Corner 7. Leo Fernandez with that magical left boot. Curls that one in inside the 6. It falls to Tejada and comes back out. It'll be a throw-in.
Well, an awkward delivery. It was waist tight. Juan Tejada went down and missed the header. He was right there at the first post. Great delivery by Leo Fernandez.
Pressure coming quick. Ian was there. We'll have the build-up now. We're 8 minutes plus stoppage from the final whistle here. A dump and chase. Wow. Lucky, knocked down in the box. Nothing coming there. Elvis Osmanovic says, no way.
Well,
Ralph's mob not inclined to agree.
You can see the fresh legs of Lucky. Look at him cover ground here. Gets past Brewitt, and then he's shoulder to shoulder. It looks like he calls a foul against Nkosana. And Hartford will be delighted to have some possession.
Oh no. Pereira. We talked about on her open. He's one of those magic men that you don't talk about him for 89 minutes. In the 90th, he's got the game winner.
Yep, or he sets up the game winner. He's that type of player.
Natives getting restless here at Al-Lang Stadium. What a beautiful night. The only thing that will cap it off is a victory for the home side. Right now, they'll share the spoils. They will head out on the road next week to Oakland.
Oakland Roots, only their second year in the USL. What a proud organization they are. Got a chance to cover a couple of games in their first year. And boy, what a great establishment. Rich in culture. Have a great head on their shoulders. And a bright future for that club. Now, here comes the Deion Harris, Juan Tejada show.
Harris makes the run. Tejada on it. Try the wide side of the field. Oh, how about that touch? Left in front. Again, it's Tulu to the rescue.
You know, sometimes you think Leo Fernandez will open things up with dribbling. But what about that just one-time pass into White's path? Just beautiful to watch from the Brazilian.
White spreads it here to Harris. Corner of the 18. Doubles back. Serves to the back stick. Headed by Bugatti. White has it again. Searching for the game winner. White in front. Tejada down. Pushed off to the side. That's off of the keeper. Should be a corner. In fact, it is. And Pack is down and limping. He's going to lay down. They're going to stop play. Osmanovic puts up the stop sign. And this is not the end of the stadium where you want to pull this. Pull a muscle or pull something else.
Well, he was down before Austin Pack, so it looks like he may have re-aggravated an injury. And some choice words that only the Tampa Bay area will understand.
Well, this crowd ready to explode. The go-ahead tally can come late on.
Well, here's Pack calling for some help, and
Hammy.
And Johnson's pushing him down on the ground to say, hey, no ref.
Here's the service in. Oh, Pack came out, made no mistake, but he got away from that gingerly as well when he landed. So he is in some discomfort. Rowdies will try to take advantage here. Short time.
As good as Leo Fernandez has been, as good as Lewis Hilton has been tonight, on this angle, I would like to see the left footer bending in towards Pack. Make him make a play again, since he's injured.
Fernandez lights it up. High in the air. Should be a corner again on the far side. Rushing over to chase is Hilton. Try it from the right. You're going to give him too many bites of the apple here if you're Hartford. You need to clear it in the worst way.
Again, if you expect this ball to be delivered right, while Lucky Mkosana is right on top of the 6-yard box.
9th corner kick. Whipped in. Inside the 18, recollected by the Rowdies. Just outside the area, it was Tejada trying to spin to it.
Cannot talk enough about Hartford's defensive discipline.
Boy. Harris with a collision. And an adjudication forthcoming from Elvis Osmanovic. No worse for wear. The yellow is out. It will be the third on a Hartford player, and there it is. Johnson into the book.
Well, brave defending by Johnson. He was fantastic all night long. He had to commit, and he did. And Deon Harris got there first. And it was only legs and arms going flying after that.
The Tampa Bay Lightning would approve of that hip check. The time is now. Here are the Rowdies. Fernandez measuring things up. Now a player down for Hartford at the penalty spot. And a little bit of afters here. Gamesmanship or something serious. Barrera, crafty. The Rowdies should get this time back.
So it looks like it was Jordan Scarlett getting tangled up with.
Budati?
It's Budati, yeah.
On the ground, yep.
And Budati's claiming to be stamped. And looks like we may have an actual free kick.
You think?
Eventually. And the referee is not going to move from this group until everyone understands completely what he wants.
90th minute for a late winner here.
Wall is not going back 10 yards.
Another yellow for time wasting that one on Barrera. Fourth yellow. Doesn't count for anything right now, though. What matters is this kick. Fernandez whistles it in. Back stick off again, Hartford.
It was Budati again, Jeff. He was right there in the thick of things. We just go on and on with the names of how good they've defended Budati. Jadama, Tulu has come in.
5 minutes of stoppage time to be tacked on here. We've reached 90 minutes. Another service into the area. Hit high in the air by Tulu. It's the 10th corner of the match for Tampa Bay.
Heads up.
You'd have to think that the law of averages says you're going to put one in the back of the net.
Not this Hartford team. They have been resilient to the end.
Trying to see out a result here on the road. 1-1 our score. Harris. No, nothing easy. Being pushed out. Service across. And measuring, high pointing it was Pack.
Oh, and he's down again.
4 minutes left, minimum.
Great take by Pack, though. He had to commit to it, and he did a great job. As soon as he got his hands onto it, it was as safe as can be.
Getting in behind here.
Looks like there was an offside call.
Yep, and he just kept going to take a shot, and now he gets a yellow as well. So Mitchell Curry, the latest, the 5th Hartford player now in the book. These are things you got to think about later in the year now. These will start adding up.
You know, I think these stakes, though, to get a point in here.
Sure, you'll take it.
It's
yeah,
worth
you'll
it.
trade it.
Coach,
I agreed.
Will more than agree with it.
3 minutes to go. White. Switch. Harris bringing it down. Running at Johnson. Gets around this time. Ball away. Oh. Brewitt was the one that got at the initial intervention.
Oh, good read by Connor Antley, and his softest of headers to Jordan Scarlett.
Fizz to the far side. Coming to the left foot, it's in front again. A vital challenge.
Well, all he wants is a little bit of daylight, Leo Fernandez, and he puts that ball right where it should be, where the defenders are facing their own net.
Adama had that one. White laying it back. Hilton. Now to the near side. Diane Harris. A little more than a minute remains. Just trying to pick the spot here. Asking for it is Fernandez. It's one touch to it. And then ice to the other end. White send it back now. About 45 seconds to go.
Rope-a-dope time here on the ropes. Hartford Athletic, but it's been such a valiant effort from front to back. Just resilience.
Squeaky bum time for Hartford and their faithful.
That's right.
Trying to get a result here on the road.
Every player now, except for Cochran, is in the Hartford half.
Now getting in the edge. Play on. Sent to the back stick. Johnson got ahead to it. About 10 seconds remain. Shot on the way over the bar. Did not take a deflection. Limping still is Austin Pack. And we've reached the 5 minutes.
Looks like the referee has given him one option. He can go off the field. And that's it.
Rowdies will have time for maybe one more foray into the attacking third, and they'll have to make the most of it. That'll be the same result we saw in Mexico City earlier this week. USNL Tree 0-0. 1-1 here. We'll have a tie. Second one of the season. The Rowdies opened with one at Birmingham. Into our 6th minute of stoppage time. And whistle to mouth. Osmanovic pulls it. Now a chance for Hartford. They'll let it play into touch. He had the whistle in his mouth. Now we've reached the 5. Pack smothers and covers.
Again, just so tight to the Rowdies players. There's no daylight for the forwards to even trap the ball. The blue and white have been in the hip pocket all night long. Just a gutsy display by Hartford Athletic.
Have to be proactive or the match will end. Free kick Rowdies. And they win it at the death. Another chance into the area. Dealt with, and full time has been whistled by Elvis Osmanovic. And they'll share the points tonight. 1 apiece for Tampa Bay Rowdies and Hartford Athletic. 2 goals in the first half stand up as 2 exhausted teams will shake hands and come out with it with at least a point.
Well, this man Johnson gave them a heck of a lead with an emphatic goal, and they've held on tightly, Hartford. An equalizer by LaCava. but not enough for Coach Collins and his men to get 3 points tonight.
4 points in a week for the Rowdies. They would like to have more tonight. Not to be. We'll wrap it up when we come back. Highlights, stats, and a look ahead. You're watching Tampa Bay Rowdies soccer on ESPN+.
We help our patients live life without pain.
I help patients get back on their feet.
Getting my patients moving moves me.
I help patients go through orthopedic surgery smoothly.
I help patients take their first steps after hip replacement.
It's not just an ID badge, it's a badge of honor. Learn why 98% of our patients are walking within 24 hours of surgery at BayCareTotalJoint.org.
Every day, I help patients live happier lives.
BayCare, humanity at work.
50 years of automotive excellence doesn't just happen. It's built on a commitment to that excellence, and we wouldn't change a thing. I'm excited to announce Reeves Import Motorcars is now part of the Morgan Auto Group family, giving you an unparalleled buying and service experience that's uniquely Morgan, like the Experience More guarantee at no additional cost. But it's more than selling you a vehicle. It's the experience, the lifestyle. Introducing the all-new Morgan Import Motorcars. Experience the lifestyle today. When you make it Morgan, we make it happen.
1-1 draw here on Saturday night in St. Pete. Tampa Bay Rowdies 1, Hartford Athletic 1. As the visitors get their first result of the season. And resolute defending for sure. Going to be remembered on this night for Harry Watling's crew. Tampa Bay picks up their second draw. They move up to 8 points on the season. Let's take a look at some of the highlights. Most of them coming in the first half as far as scoring.
Well, Prince Sadie gets his second assist. He lays it back for who else? Johnson opens his shoulders up and curls it up across Cochran's last post. And it's 1-0 to the visitors. Rowdies claw their way back into this game. High press, a heavy touch by Pack, and it comes off of Jake LaCava's shins. He gets his third, and that's the Rowdies equalizer all in the first half.
39th minute, and then in the second, as I mentioned, great defending here from the visitors. And certainly some brave moments for Austin Pack.
But here's Deion Harris. Yeah, Johnson coming across. He had to commit to this one. Harris, of course, with that quickness, gets there first.
They had 10 corners in this match, and then here's the time wasting and number of chances from a free kick and from a dead ball.
But referee Elvis was tested all night long by the Hartford resiliency, and in the end it paid off. Hartford getting a valuable point in our land after getting all 3 points last year.
Yeah, 5 yellow cards on Hartford. You'll take it because you'll get the point on the road here. The goals even at 1. Look at the shot disparity. I think if you're Neil Collins, you might have left something out there a little bit. 11 shots, 10 corners, dominating the possession as they have most of the season.
You know, give Austin Pack and the centre-backs credit too. As much possession as they had, the shots on goal were very timid compared to, other than obviously the goal that scored. And that was a testament to the Hartford Athletic defense and organizational setup.
Next week, back on the road. They'll have a week to prepare at Oakland Roots SC, in league against Miami FC with a U.S. Open Cup match here in between. Then it's FC Tulsa, and then on the road, Red Bulls 2 and Memphis 901. There are no easy nights in the USL Championship. And it certainly was not the case tonight for either side. Hartford and Tampa Bay finishing even at 1. For Ryan Davis, Tom Sipos, and our entire ESPN Plus crew, I'm Jeff Radcliffe saying so long from the shores of Tampa Bay in St. Petersburg. It's Tampa Bay 1, Hartford 1. Good night, everybody.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.
Thank you, boys. That was some bad shit there.